Buckle up as we explore 10 lesser-known facts in world of empaths and their interactions with narcissists, and the intricate dance between these two personalities. Let's clarify something. The word empath is often used broadly, but it's not a one-size-fits-all term. We're not talking about people walking around reading minds like superheroes. What we are talking about are individuals who are unusually attuned to the emotional experiences of others. Think of it as having a finely tuned antenna picking up on subtle cues and energy shifts. But here's the thing, empaths are not all the same. There are different types, each with their own unique sensitivities. Some, the emotional empaths, primarily connect with the feelings of others. Imagine being deeply affected by a friend's sadness, feeling it almost as your own. Then there are physical empaths. These individuals are more sensitive to the physical sensations and discomforts of others. Have you ever instinctively mirrored someone's posture or felt their pain as if it were your own? That can be a sign of a physical empath. And we can't forget the intuitive empaths. We often hear the terms empath and codependent used interchangeably, but they're not synonymous. While there can be some overlap, it's vital to understand the distinction. Codependency often stems from a place of low self-worth and a need for external validation. Codependent individuals might prioritize the needs of others to their own detriment, seeking a sense of self-worth through caretaking. Empaths, on the other hand, are driven by a genuine capacity for empathy. They feel deeply, but their actions aren't solely motivated by a need for validation or a fear of abandonment. The key difference lies in the driving force behind the behavior. It's about recognizing the difference between healthy empathy and patterns that might be rooted in codependency. When we delve into the lives of empaths, we often uncover a common thread, a history of personal struggles, particularly experiences of being victimized. This isn't to say that all empaths have endured trauma, but it's a recurring theme that warrants our attention. Individuals who've been through difficult times, who've experienced pain and vulnerability firsthand, often develop a heightened sensitivity to the suffering of others. This sensitivity, while a testament to their strength and resilience, can also make them susceptible to narcissistic manipulation. Narcissists are often drawn to empaths precisely because of their compassionate nature and their desire to heal. They recognize the empath's capacity for understanding and exploit it for their own gain. This dynamic can be incredibly damaging, as the empath might find themselves trapped in a cycle of trying to fix or change the narcissist. Recognizing the impact of these experiences is crucial for empaths to navigate relationships and protect themselves from further harm. Now this is where things take an empowering turn. Within the realm of empathy, there exists a subset of individuals known as super-empaths. These individuals possess an extraordinary ability to not only sense the emotions of others, but to utilize that understanding to navigate challenging situations, particularly those involving narcissists. Imagine this: a super-empath, armed with their deep understanding of human emotions, can essentially turn the tables on a narcissist. They can see through the narcissist's facade, recognize their tactics, and refuse to be drawn into their manipulative games. Super empaths can set firm boundaries, call out manipulative behavior, and refuse to engage in the narcissist's drama. This ability to stand their ground and protect themselves is what sets super empaths apart. They demonstrate that empathy is not a weakness. It's a superpower that can be harnessed to navigate even the most toxic relationships. While empaths possess incredible strengths, they also face unique challenges, particularly when it comes to self-confidence. Many empaths struggle with feelings of inadequacy, questioning their own worth and doubting their perceptions. This vulnerability stems in part from their heightened sensitivity. They absorb the emotions of others so intensely that it can be difficult to distinguish their own feelings from those around them. Narcissists, with their knack for manipulation and control, often exploit this insecurity. They might engage in gaslighting, a tactic used to make the empath question their sanity and reality. Over time, this can chip away at the empath's self-esteem, making them more susceptible to the narcissist's influence. Building self-confidence is an ongoing journey, and it's okay to seek support and validation along the way. It might seem counterintuitive, but empaths are often drawn to narcissists. How can individuals who are so attuned to emotions be captivated by those who often lack empathy? The answer lies in the initial stages of the relationship. Narcissists are often charming, charismatic, and confident, at least on the surface. They excel at creating an illusion of strength, stability, and desirability, traits that many empaths long for. Empaths, with their compassionate hearts and desire to heal, might be initially drawn to the narcissist's perceived vulnerability. They might see a wounded soul in need of their love and care, mistakenly believing they can change or fix the narcissist. This attraction is further complicated by the narcissist's ability to mirror the empath's qualities. However, this initial phase of idealization is just that, an illusion. In relationships with narcissists, empaths often become unintentional enablers of toxic behavior. This isn't about blaming the victim. It's about understanding the complex dynamics that unfold in these relationships. Empaths, with their capacity for understanding and forgiveness, might constantly excuse or rationalize the narcissist's actions. They might make excuses for their partner's hurtful words, minimize their manipulative behavior, or blame themselves for the narcissist's outbursts. This pattern of enabling stems from the empath's deep desire to heal and fix their partner. They might believe that if they just love the narcissist enough, or if they can just understand the root of their pain, the narcissist will change. However, this rarely happens. It's essential for empaths to recognize that they are not responsible for the narcissist's behavior. Some empaths, as a defense mechanism against narcissistic abuse, develop what appears to be narcissistic traits themselves. This doesn't mean they've become narcissists. Rather, they've adopted certain behaviors as a way to protect themselves from further pain. Think of it as a form of survival in a toxic environment. Over time, the empath might start setting rigid boundaries, asserting their needs more forcefully, or even mirroring the narcissist's manipulative tactics as a way to regain some sense of control. These behaviors are not indicative of the empath's true nature. They are a reaction to prolonged exposure to narcissism. It's a way of fighting fire with fire, even if it goes against their natural instincts. It's crucial to remember that these adopted traits are often temporary and subside once the empath removes themselves from the toxic relationship. Healing from this experience involves recognizing these defense mechanisms and rediscovering their authentic selves. One of the most insidious consequences of narcissistic abuse is the erosion of the empath's sense of self. Over time, as the empath constantly absorbs the narcissist's emotions, caters to their needs, and loses sight of their own boundaries, they might start losing their own identity. The narcissist, like a chameleon, might subtly impose their beliefs, values, and even their mannerisms onto the empath. The empath, in their desire to please and appease the narcissist, might find themselves conforming to their partner's expectations, even at the expense of their own authenticity. This loss of identity can be incredibly disorienting and isolating. The empath might start questioning their own thoughts, feelings, and even their memories, as the narcissist's version of reality slowly overtakes their own. Reclaiming one's identity after narcissistic abuse is a journey of self-discovery. It's about reconnecting with their passions, values, and the core of who they are beneath the layers of emotional baggage. For empaths to break free from the clutches of narcissistic abuse and reclaim their lives, establishing and maintaining strong boundaries is paramount. This might seem like a simple concept, but it's often the most challenging aspect of healing. Setting boundaries means learning to say no without guilt, prioritizing their own needs, and refusing to engage in the narcissist's drama. It's about recognizing that their well-being is not contingent upon the narcissist's approval or affection. This process can be incredibly difficult, as narcissists are notorious for pushing boundaries and testing limits. They might react with anger, manipulation, or guilt trips when met with resistance, but it's crucial for the empath to stand firm. Remember, Setting boundaries is not about being selfish or cruel. It's about self-preservation. It's about reclaiming your power, your voice, and your right to a healthy, fulfilling life. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit from these insights. Remember, knowledge is power, and the more we understand these dynamics, the better equipped we are to create healthy, fulfilling relationships.